to my Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So today I discovered the Duelist challenges, which basically are, I guess, rematches against the various duelists, and they have different decks. So I should start beating them. I had a test match against Seeker to see if they were actually using different decks, which I was expecting, and they do. His deck here was actually a lot better to fight against. Well, to fight against, because he has a ton of cards that basically prevent you from attacking, but he only has one set of Exodia cards. So, and for the rest, I don't believe he has actual attacking monsters, or at least maybe one that has like 1600 attack points. So, that's going to be interesting. So I'm not going to be doing these on screen, but I'm probably going to start beating some of them because they might actually provide some decent decks to use. Because let's face it, most of the decks that you use, like here early in the campaign, are essentially useless later on because their cards are simply too weak. So that's potentially interesting. Now something else, at the time of recording, the Steam sales are now underway, I know, 2 days, something like that, and I did buy some DLC for this game. I bought the 2 DLCs that belong to basically the season after Battle City, because I basically watched this season in like 2 days. It actually was pretty interesting. So I actually wanted to play those duels. And about the other DLC, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I might just buy the ones for GX and 5Ds at the very least. Basically because that's, it's not a lot. I mean, the DLCs are not that expensive, they're $5. And they add like 2 or 3 duels, and then they add 2 decks with cards that you actually can't get in the game regularly. So, it's pretty good, but they don't have to go crazy. So there's like 2 DLCs for this one, I believe 1 for 5Ds, and for Zexal there are a bit more, but really I don't know anything about Zexal. I've watched, half a season of GX and a few episodes of 5Ds, although I did like 5Ds, so I might just continue to watch that. But really this one, as you can see, it only has 1 duel in here, and I'm going to assume that this is the tutorial, just like in the other ones. And there's a ton of DLC for this, and I don't know if I'll be buying that. Maybe in like short, like in pairs of 2 or something, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it. Also, apparently on Steam you can buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes to watch, but it doesn't have everything, and also you can essentially watch the episodes for free on the official site, so I don't know why you would want to buy them. But anyway, let's continue. I believe we were at the Master of Magicians. As the Battle City tournament continued, Merrick learned that the Egyptian god card he was seeking had been played. Obelisk the Tormentor has been played? Yes, moments ago in Battle City, and we've identified the card's owner, Seto Kaiba. Of course. How did you know, sir? It's quite simple. My sister Ishizu conspires against me. She gave Kaiba that card to stop me. I should have known Ishizu is behind this whole tournament. She used her Millennium Necklace to foresee the events of Battle City. Ishizu knew if she gave Obelisk the Tormentor to Kaiba, he'd throw a tournament out of greed to obtain the other Egyptian god cards. Sir, shall I order a team of rare hunters to pay Kaiba a little visit? No, leave Kaiba to his games. First, I'll need to weaken the Pharaoh. Dispatch Arcana to take down Yugimoto. Later in the Battle City tournament, a strange clown lured Yugi to a secret lair with dangerous contraptions. Welcome, Yugimoto. I'm the illusionist known as Arcana, and soon your favorite card, Dark Magician, will be dueling for me. Only a true master of illusion deserves to hold the Dark Magician. You will never understand its full potential. That is enough, Arcana. I know it must be hard to think of your favorite card in another duelist deck. Well, I challenge you to a duel. The winner will take the loser's Dark Magician. And I accept. You must know that when a duelist builds his deck, he chooses his favorites from many different types of cards. But sometimes a card can choose a duelist. The two are connected, and the duelist can tap into the card's true power. Because each is bound by the heart of the cards, and Dark Magician has chosen me. Enough, let's shuffle our decks and let the show begin. Okay, so I don't remember exactly... Wait, I do remember his decks. Okay, it has the potential to be annoying. But I think as long as we can get a Dark Magician out or something, we should be able to do just fine. What's this? Pay half your life points, special summon one Dark Magician from your deck. You cannot summon other monsters the turn you activate this card. But I can set a card. Okay, so I will activate the Dark Magic Curtain. Apparently I have 3 Dark Magicians already. And basically he has the same thing, but his deck is actually not meant to use the Dark Magician a lot. I mean, he can, and he has cards supporting the Dark Magician, I believe. But his deck, as you can see, is basically meant to burn your life points. Oh crap. And suddenly I have some doubts about me being able to win this. Magical hats. I mean, it's not really going to work, I think. But it's better than nothing. Okay, let's see. Which cards do I want to get rid of? Let's go with Card Destruction. And D-spell might be useful. Activate only when a spell card that targets one player is activated. Okay, that can actually be a pretty useful card. Dust Tornado, the Sage's Stone do. If you control a face-up Dark Magician girl, special summon one Dark Magician from your hand or deck. Okay. That's also pretty good. Let's go with Polymerization. I don't know what my fusion monsters are. But I assume only Chimera. And that's not a particularly strong monster. Alright. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh crap. Well, that's Sage Stone, not particularly useful. But yeah, basically, if he can get his game going, maybe he will be able to do it. But basically, Ectoplasma requires me to tribute one monster and inflict half its attack points to his life point damage. But he has 3 monsters with, I don't know, decent amount of attack points. I don't remember how much. Like, either, I believe, 16 or 1900. But it might be somewhere in between those. And basically the effect of that monster is that If they get destroyed by the effect of a continuous spell card, like Ectoplasmer, it will get summoned back on the field. Or something like that. Or if they get destroyed in general. I don't remember exactly what it was, but basically they keep coming back and keep coming back, so you can just tribute them the entire time. It's really useful. Okay, I think we won because of Ectoplasmer. If I summon Beta the Magnet Warrior. Yes! Well, that can't be! There's no way you could have defeated me, Yugi. I'm the greatest magician the world has ever known. You relied on trickery to win instead of trusting and respecting the heart of the cards. Arcana is gone, so we meet again, little Yugi. I'm sure I need no introduction. Show your face to me, Merrick, you coward. I'll reveal myself to you when the time is right, and no sooner, once I obtain what's mine. And you know exactly what I want, the unlimited power of the ancient pharaoh, the spirit that lives within your puzzle. Tell me why you want the pharaoh's power. Because that power is rightfully mine, and once I have it, I will be unstoppable. The world will belong to me, and no one will stand in the way of my destiny. Especially not you. Oh yeah? Just watch me, Merrick. Listen, little Yugi. My family has slaved for centuries, protecting the tomb of the pharaoh until his return. And for what? I should be the pharaoh. Never! You won't get the power of the pharaoh, and I'll make sure of it. Ha! We'll just see about that. My destiny can't be stopped. Don't you see it's only a matter of time? The 3 Egyptian god cards, along with your Millennium Puzzle, will belong to me. Then I will strip the pharaoh of his ancient powers and infuse them within myself. Merrick, you'll never defeat me in a duel, so you'll never get your greedy hands on my puzzle. I promise you by the sands of Egypt, the pharaoh's power will be mine. Another of my mind slaves is already in Battle City, waiting to defeat you and take your puzzle. And he holds an Egyptian god card. And what is the name of this card? Beware the Quiet One. We'll meet again, Yugi. So yeah. Oh, apparently I already had all those cards. But yeah, the funny thing is, you know, it's this guy. He has 3 of those cards in his deck. But anyway, let's do the reverse duel. So those Egyptian god cards, you know, they're supposed to be unique and all that. Ah. Good. Very good. Let's see, because this... 1600, okay. During your next standby phase after this card was sent from the field to the graveyard, in fact, a continuous spell card special, summon this card from the graveyard. I think I'll go with this card first. Special summon the Dark Magician. And then set Stealth Bird. See what Yugi is going to do. Okay. Oh, I can summon another Dark Magician if I want. Should I do it? Let's activate his effect so he can go back to defense position. No, let's not activate it, or at least not now. Let's this time go with Ectoplasmer and summon Malice Doll of Demise. And, you know, if you have more of those ectoplasma cards and you have more of these cards, then you can summon like, you know, or tribute like 2 or 3 in a turn, which is a pretty significant amount of damage. Now let's see what... crap. That means I can't actually... That's not good. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ectoplasma cards. Well, let's activate this thing anyway. Let's activate this one as well. And let's also... Wait, what? Apparently I can't change it. Why not? Oh well, I guess that means that I will have to sacrifice my Dark Magician. Oh yeah, that's right, because of this card. I can't summon any face-up monsters. And flipping a card is actually a summon. So yeah, that was a waste of life points. Yeah, I lost. Oh no, I didn't. Lip summon. Battle phase. Attack. Main phase 2. Now let's see. Let's activate the Messenger of Peace. If my calculations are correct, although it does depend on if he is going to summon something. Huh. Oh. Well, he got me a big shield card now. No. I mean, sure, I'll activate another ectoplasmer, but I can't summon anything. But apparently Yugi can't summon anything either. Ooh, Mystic Tomato. I think that is victory, unless he has a Kuribo in his deck and also in his hand. Nope, he doesn't. Oh. Okay, that didn't go as smoothly as the first time. But I won, and that is the most important thing. Apparently I also have Yugi's deck now complete. So otherwise I would have gotten a third card. So yeah, that's also something I've been doing in the past 2 days or so. Did have access to my computer a few days, so I guess we should do this. Anyway, basically I've been collecting all the cards from these decks, and not just completing the deck, but like actually getting 3 of every card. And I have everything complete now, at least until this duel. Apparently this is now complete as well. And it sounds like a lot of work, but actually it wasn't, because I did buy because I got a ton of like those battle points and bought a ton of cards. So most of these things were more or less complete anyway. But that's going to be it for today. So next time we'll be playing as Joey against Weevil Underwood. But for now, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you.